Got to answer a good question. What do I like cleaning out more, the fridge or the freezer? Now, you might think that obviously the freezer being the freezer, but I'll tell you a funny story. One time I cleaned out a freezer and I found some vegetables I had been looking for, and they were still good. And it toughened to thaw it out and to go through it and all that. But yet, when you do it, when you defrost it, it felt pretty good. It was I don't want to say organic, but it was something about it that you could just compartmentalize that it was fine. I thought it was like, it was amazing how to get that done. It really was. I thought the freezer part was so surreal. It was like, wow, this thing had been all caked up and boxed up, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I thought, wow, I could actually do this, and I didn't have no problem. Wasn't tripping. It was really cool. I really found myself like getting into it. It's like once you defrosted it and thawed out, it takes work. And of course, it depends on what time of the year you're doing it. Defrosting in the spring and the summer is a lot more less complicated than trying to do it in the winter. Oh, buddy. A freezer when it's cold. And then if you gotta like scrape it apart and get it to thaw, oh, that can take time. That can be so jarring, so long-winded, so boring, you know. Whereas you do it in you do it say like in the spring, summer, it seems just cooler. It just takes on a different like and a different take. But that's kind of how I felt about it. Hmm. That's kind of how I felt about it. I was kind of like, wow, it's quite a relief to kind of doing it. So but anyway, doing it in the now, like taking out the stuff in the fridge, you have to like give it a certain amount of time, and you got stuff wrapped up, and obviously you gotta be careful about spills. Ever spilled milk and orange juice and stuff like that, or eggs was cracked, and you had to take out that glass and clean that. You know what that's like. So this is a good question. Which one is easier? Believe it or not, I gotta say the freezer is easier to clean than the fridge. At least with the freezer, you got to take everything out, thaw out, and then return and goes back and get ice cubes and all that. The fridge, if you have a lot of stuff on the bottom with, i.e., onions and fruits and vegetables and all that, and you got to keep everything from being cross contaminated. It's like going to work. You ever worked in food service or had a job where you had to make sure everything wasn't cross contaminated, that it was dated and all that? Imagine that you're doing it at your own crib. It's a lot of work. Sauces and bottles and all those things. It's like, oh man, that is some work. So I take pride in that. Make sure you get that thing right. Make sure totality becomes a reality. So the battle of the work, cleaning out the freezer or cleaning out the fridge, I think I much prefer the fridge. I mean the freezer. The freezer. The fridge is more work. Depends on what you got. Now I've had some simple free fridges, and that's fun if you get it right. But if something gets all stuck and stiff in it, it's a lot of work. That can be a lot of work. So it all depends on the component. So I think cleaning out the freezer is a lot easier than the fridge. I do, you know. So, but I'd be very curious as the kind of responses and reactions I get. Which one do you prefer? Because it's a half a day to get a good cleaning, especially if it's the freezer buildup. So, but let me know below in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this are true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.